15 seconds. And here we go in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engine ignition and liftoff. Liftoff of the Falcon 9 rocket on the Starlink 6-85 mission. The Falcon 9 rocket has cleared the tower.
Power telemetry nominal. Falcon 9 is supersonic.
Now, just about a minute into this mission, Falcon 9 traveling faster than the speed of sound and approaching max Q, the point of greatest aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle.
Max Q.
Good call for max Q. Coming up next will be the thermal conditioning of the Merlin vacuum engine. Call out MVAC chill. Nice little up and over arc there.
MVAC chill.
We're now awaiting a few events to happen in fairly rapid succession. We'll see first stage main engine cutoff, or MECO, at about T plus 2 minutes and 27 seconds, followed by stage separation and then the ignition of that Merlin vacuum engine. The payload fairings will jettison just before 3 minutes into flight.
Nominal trajectory.
Main engine cutoff.
Stage separation confirmed.
MVAC startup.
Good calls, good visuals. Now 3 minutes into flight, coming up to fairing jettison. There go the fairings.
Fairing separation confirmed.
Now roughly 3.5 minutes into flight. Now more than 4 minutes into flight. Less than 2 minutes away from the start of the 3-engine entry burn, which will slow the booster down. Currently topping out at about 113 kilometers in altitude. Now starting to make its descent towards the drone ship called Just Read the Instructions.
Trajectory nominal.
Good call out on a nominal trajectory. Both the upper stage and the booster are on expected flight paths. Now, 5 minutes into the mission, about a minute away from the start of the entry burn.
Stage 1 FTS is saved. Stage 1 entry burn startup.
There's the entry burn. Well done. Caught by Pete. This burn will last less than 30 seconds in duration.
Stage 1 entry burn shutdown. Stage 2 FTS is saved.
Confirmation that the flight termination system on the rocket's upper stage has been safed. No longer needed at this stage. 7 minutes into flight, we're now less than a minute away from the start of the single engine landing burn, which will bring this booster down for a soft landing on the drone ship.
Stage 1 transonic. Stage 2 has entered terminal guidance. Stage 1 landing burn. Stage 1 landing leg deploy. Stage 1 landing confirmed.
And a good confirmation of touchdown by B-1078.
And back shutdown.
Nominal orbit insertion.
With a confirmation of a nominal orbit insertion, the upper stage will now coast until about T plus 53 minutes and 1 second. There will, or 53 minutes and 57 seconds. There will then be a 1 second burn on that engine to circularize its orbit, setting the stage for the Starlink satellites to deploy at T plus 1 hour, 5 minutes, and 5 seconds post liftoff. ready for you. Let's take a look at our mission stats as they currently stand. With a good liftoff and landing that we just saw, that was, as we get our launch replays, the conclusion of flight number 24 for the booster 1078. That was SpaceX's 563rd Falcon 9 launch to date, the 146th of the year so far. This was also the company's 499th Falcon booster reflight, or the launch of a booster that has flown at least once. This was the company's 168th orbital launch within the last 365 days, the 292nd orbital launch from Pad 40. They'll get up to 900 at some point in the future. This was also the 347th orbital launch from Pad 40 as well. Here's a look at where the bar chart now stands. Moving on to some recovery stats. This was the 142nd good landing of a booster on the drone ship. Just read the instructions. That marked the 437th drone ship landing for SpaceX, the company's 534th booster landing. And as we did with the launch earlier today, now have this being the 535th overall booster landing, including the touchdown successfully of Blue Origin's New Glenn booster named Never Tell Me the Odds. Moving on to some industry stats. This was the 98th orbital launch from Florida, the 155th from U.S. soil, the 169th from U.S. rocket company, and the 265th orbital launch around the world. There have been 6 orbital mishaps so far this year, and here is where our pie chart now currently stands. And with the previous launch now in the books, and this launch now well on its way, that marked the second fastest turnaround for SpaceX between launches here on Florida's Space Coast. Turning now to our launch replays, we kick things